Your hair wants a wash.
Mm.
More than a wash.
It was more than a wash.
You've never been one for messing with your hair, have you?
No.
Never,
Not really. No.
Never
No, I just brush it.
put curlers in every day? Or,
Oh no, not ever. Oh,
and
God,
manicure
no.
it
Can
and-
they be bothered with that? Putting curlers in every day.
No, don't women do that?
I don't think they do it now. They have these curling tongs or straighteners, don't they, and use them.
But they do things with their hair
I don't
every
know.
day.
No, I don't think ever. No, I don't know. I don't know. Do you do things with your hair every day? Apart from brush it?
Well, I reckon I spend more time on my hair in the morning than you do.
Yeah. You spend more time on yourself anyway than I do.
In what way?
On the morning.
Oh, in the
Having
morning.
your shave and your
Oh, well, I don't.
all your bits and pieces.
Well, it's this trying to halt the decay. Slow it down.
Oh dear. Slow the decay. Mm.
Well, I went down to the van yesterday and tidied it all up. Put the lid on the one battery that I'm leaving in there. So there's only one battery. I'd be interested. I want to just go the next time it's hooked up. I want to test it. Make sure that it in the charger that's at fault. See whether or not it charges all right on hook up and no problems, and whether the power. See how the power goes. I know how the power has lasted when we're off grid in the past. So I think we've only had 2 batteries since about February this year. Previous to that, we just had the one battery. That one battery is probably about 5 years old. So
Is that the one that's gone?
yeah, that's the one that's gone.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to change them every 5 years, aren't you?
Well, they reckon, yeah, that they only last about 5 years.
Yeah.
But I thought they just didn't hold the charge anymore. I didn't think that they'd start giving off toxic fumes,
No.
bubbling, and
No.
I didn't know that they'd do that.
No. Didn't know that.
So whether that's not right and it's another fault that's caused that, I don't know. So, and I don't know whether the way I had it wired meant that I wasn't actually getting the benefit of 2 batteries.
Well, I don't know.
Whether the second battery was just sat there doing those, I don't know.
Taking up room.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'll know by how long this battery lasts when we're off grid. I'll know whether the 2 batteries were working in unison with each other. I'll know then.
Right.
So we'll see. And I tidied it van all up again and give it a vac. Took Tracy's Dyson down there and vacked it.
Yeah, it's good as that Dyson, isn't it?
And apart from that,
That's what you did yesterday.
that was my day yesterday.
You think you
Well,
it's still in
as
this
soon as you start,
doing something different.
I mean, when I'd been down there for 2 hours other day, messing with them, got my left knee. I was limping around. God, because I'd been on my knees all for that whole, till more or less the whole 2 hours. Whew. Anyway, it went off. I put some of that fiery jack stuff on it. And it went off. And then yesterday, it's still there now, my chest. Oh, to touch it feels right tender. Oh.
Were you leaning on that that wooden thing that comes across front cupboard?
I've been leaning on across summer.
Yeah, it'll have been that.
Everything you do now,
you
think you can just do all the things you've ever done with no consequences. You just think, well, there's not exerting myself here.
Yeah.
But your body tells you different.
Yeah, the other day my leg was swollen and my ankle wasn't it, and foot.
Yeah.
Because I'd been on my feet.
Yeah. Too long.
I tried to finish doing what I'm doing about 3-ish. Well, when you're doing something from after this, after we've done us little talk.
About 11 o'clock.
About 11-ish. Till 3. Just with about 20 minutes sit down for lunch. It's a lot standing, isn't it?
Well,
and I didn't put my feet up at
that's
night.
what you can't get your head round, isn't it?
No, you can't.
I mean, Tracy's off at 7:30 on a morning, and she don't get home while
6:15.
6:15 on the night. I mean, when I think about it,
and she's up and down steps.
Yeah. There's roadworks. They're doing, God knows what they're doing. They're digging a channel in the road about that wide and about that deep, all the way down through Rodley, and then tarmacking it. What's that?
No idea.
They're not digging into the ground.
No, I'm not doing big holes.
Just a strip. I don't know.
I don't think they're putting out in it,
but they're there. They're at it, aren't they? First thing in the morning, and I just think,
oh, how do they do it?
And yet we did.
Mm.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? Getting old.
Yeah.
How it affects you physically, mentally. I mean, I won't even say. Sometimes I think I'm still think I'm 30-year-old, but I don't now.
Well, we always said to David, try and get these, because when they were doing these houses up next door and this one, we always said try and get them done before you're 50.
Yeah.
Because once you get to 50, you lose the drive, don't you, to be doing it.
Yeah.
And
you tire.
Yeah.
You tire. It catches up with you. You think you can just keep going like you used to.
They were going to work all day and then coming home and doing stuff at night and then at weekend. You know, I mean, you get no rest, and it took them years, didn't it?
Yeah, well,
to do them up.
15 years, I think. Not far off 15 years to do them.
They did one up and then they started on other.
And there was a period of about 6 months when David were making the window frames.
Yeah.
That they had no windows in any of the rooms, and it was all boarded up. They were living like moles. There was no daylight for 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Alethea were tottering round.
Yeah.
All this work going on.
Yeah. Living them.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't know if he does it now. He's out at crack of dawn and don't get back, 5-ish.
He gets up at 5 in the morning, don't they, David?
Yeah.
I think he starts work at 7.
Mm.
Finishes at 4.
Oh, 4.
Well,
Because he knocked a bit off, because it used to be.
oh no, he finishes at 4.
Gets here at 5.
No matter what time he gets home, I don't know, it depends where he's working.
Mm.
But I mean, he's, what, is he 61?
60,
Or
yeah.
60?
Yeah, 60. Might be 61. Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah, the work that he does, it is hard, isn't it?
Physical work.
Physical. Yeah. So, that's what we say if you've got any long-term projects. Try and get it done before 50. There are some people who carry on doing things, really energetic things, into the 70s, don't they?
Other?
Silly people who build houses, themselves houses, and they've been older people, haven't they? You know, when we watch Grand Designs and older people have done it.
What, in the 70s?
Well, there's been a few.
Has there?
Yeah. Yeah.
What, and they've actually been building?
Well, I don't say they've been hands-on building, but they've maybe been doing some things. And I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Even...
Oh, yeah, just take it. That's
project managing or what have you.
It's usually.
And look at Eileen. She was riding a bike, doing races into her
Eileen, yes,
70s.
She was. Well, we rent the storage yard from. Well, not the yard, the space.
Space in the storage.
In the yard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the lady who owns that, she's
a cycle racer, and she was still racing in her 70s. I mean, she's 96 or 7 maybe now.
And she still
lives on her own
bus
and gardens.
Yeah.
Massive garden she's got.
You see her tottering round with a stick, don't you, to bus stop and what have you.
Goes shopping. I think somebody, doesn't she go with her daughter shopping?
Yeah, I think she goes with her daughter, but she catches bus up to chapel, doesn't she? She goes for coffee mornings and that up there, and she helps put things out, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Set it all up. Well, at her age, yeah, it's so
I can remember when we used to go up to my mum's.
Yeah.
For 18 years we used to go up to Tadcaster. That was from Lincolnshire. We used to go up to Tadcaster every other Saturday. And spent day with my mum till about 9 o'clock at night. And the bungalow that my mum and dad lived in, what they did was they bought a bungalow. They were newly built, and there were a centre, and a warden, but it wasn't council owned, was it?
No, I don't.
It
think
was
so.
It was a privately run thing.
But anybody who lived on that estate, whether they were council tenants or private, could use this centre. It used to really annoy you.
It did, yeah, because they were paying for it. And the council tenants weren't paying for it. It did.
Used to working.
But eventually, when my dad retired, they applied for a council bungalow.
I think they'd applied a long time before. They'd been on the list a long time, hadn't they?
Had they? They finished up getting one opposite where they lived.
On the same street.
On the same street. And eventually my dad died, and my mum got a bit more involved with centre. But I always remember they were wanting her to go to various things, and she said, "Oh, I'm not ready for that." I'm not ready for that. She'd have probably been my age or maybe a bit older when that were going on.
Yeah. She were ever so fit. She used to walk, because the silly thing is, these bungalows that were supposed to be for older people, it were on a blooming hill.
It's amazing how many there are.
How many old people's places are built on an hill. So, and it was quite a steep hill, wasn't it, really? So on one side of the street there were private houses, and on the other side of the street were council bungalows. So, and centre were just behind the private houses, weren't they? And hairdresser used to come and she'd go and have her hair done, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
And she'd walk down to the library to change her library books and then walk back up.
She did what? She walked
Quite a bit, didn't
into
she?
Taddy, because these bungalows were just on edge of Taddy. And she'd walk into Taddy to do her shopping and carry it back.
Yeah.
And eventually she had to go. They laid on
bus.
a little bus that used to pick them up, didn't they?
From I think it's Sainsbury's used to send this little bus up to their end, pick all people up, and then take them down to Sainsbury's and bring them back, didn't they? Yeah, it were a good system, that.
Yeah. But yeah, well, she was still quite fit up to early 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, she slowed down a bit then, didn't she?
Yeah.
Tottering about. But anyway, that's enough about Edna. Poor Edna.
Edna. That's what they called me, ma'am.
She's nice. I always got on well with her. My sister-in-law did as well. Got on well.
Yeah.
I think because we both lost our mothers. I mean, I was 17 when my mum died, and I think Jane was, I don't know, maybe early 20s, was she?
Right.
So we looked on Edna as substitute mum, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although she wasn't a cuddly, hands-on sort of person, was she, your mum?
No, I've inherited that.
She's a...
She wasn't a person.
No.
Not a people person.
No, she wasn't, no. Right. I think it took her a long while to decide that she was going to start going to the centre and getting involved with people. Because she'd never done it, had she?
But she was still not...
No, not like
really,
the others.
Not really involved, no. She was just still on the edge. You had
Yeah.
to persuade her to do everything.
Yeah,
She would say, oh no, I'm not interested in that.
yeah.
Come on, Edna, come on, you know, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, going on trips.
I mean, when she died, the day she died, she was supposed to be on a trip. All the rest of them have gone on a trip, haven't they?
Yeah. Apart from a next door neighbour, she'd been ringing, hadn't she?
Yeah.
They kept in touch. She was nearly blind, I think. And Edna used to keep in touch with her and they'd sort of chat over at garden fence and that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And I think she'd been ringing, hadn't she, and couldn't get hold of Edna, and she knew she were there.
Yeah, and
she
ran.
phoned one at care people.
Yeah. And then they didn't break in because the door wasn't locked, were it?
No, I don't know whether that lady had a key, did she?
Oh,
care?
did she?
Yeah.
I'm a key.
She was connected up to one of these speaker things, wasn't she, in bungalows?
I don't think she ever used it.
No, only by mistake.
I usually... She did pull it by mistake, didn't she?
But the sun got through to her. Came back. Yeah, and she had one of them buzzer things, didn't she? These.
Yeah.
Which
I don't
never
think
blooming
she
wore.
never used that either.
No.
No.
Oh. Yes.
She wore of that generation when she'd vac carpets. She used to put star drops.
No, she used Zalflora.
Zalflora.
Yeah, and she'd go around all edges of carpet with a damp cloth with Zalflora and skirting border.
Yeah.
And she'd backed.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until...
And we had to take all them carpets up, didn't we?
Do you know, when we had to clear
God,
that bungalow out, we were heartbreaking. Because the council said we want everything out. And she'd had
new blinds.
She'd had new blinds put on windows, vertical blinds put on all windows.
They were fairly new. The carpet wasn't that old.
And the suite, she'd changed the suite only a year or so before she died. And the council made us take all these damn blinds down.
Yeah.
And do you know, when did we have to go back for some reason?
Yeah.
After my mum had died.
Yeah, we went back.
And the people
to plant the rose.
They planted a rose called Edna at the centre, you know, in a memorial to my mum. And the bungalow where they lived, my mum lived, the vertical blinds on. Yeah, so they'd had to go out and buy them.
Put them up.
They'd done the same thing as the new people that had moved in.
Which were a shame because they weren't that old.
No,
but
they weren't.
Her dad put in,
They were virtually new.
Yeah. She were quite house proud, wasn't she?
She was fussy.
Yeah.
In fact, the funeral directors, when they come to take my mum out of house, they said they've never seen such a tidy house for an old lady, you know. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. They want a nice bungalow though, wasn't it, for a council bungalow?
Yeah.
2-bedroom.
You won't mind living there?
No, we won't.
I won't mind you living there.
They were lovely.
Nice spot. Yeah,
nice
no
kitchen
trouble.
And room.
Never any bother, never any trouble. Yeah. But you had to not mind smell of, what is it, yeast?
Yeast, yeah, malt from brewery.
There were 2 breweries in Tadcaster, weren't there?
Bass and...
Well, they changed, didn't they? Yeah.
One of them were right next door, weren't they?
Yeah. One brewery virtually next door.
And the other one were down in Tabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. We're prattling on
again. We'd said before we started, I don't know what we're going to say.
No.
We've not to say. And here we are, 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, all being well. Bye.
Bye.
I've got to go down and wash the van.
Oh dear.